Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to follow a similar theme to the last video I did. This time we're going to be picking the second um, lowest or worst PI car, opting not to qualify again, so we'll be back here in 16th to start. And I'm hoping that this race goes a little bit better than the last one. I mean, the last one went about as well as it could, all things considered. Um, but I'm hoping that the Aston Martin is a little bit better than that Jag was. So, anyway, let's hop into this and see how we do. Sounds pretty cool. Alright. Oh, geez, Ghost. Jeez. Alright. Well, that was an interesting start for sure. Alright, well, I'm glad we got by that guy who was trying to wreck the guy in front of us. Well, that was just rude by that Gator McGraw guy. Seems like he's determined to not let anybody pass him. Good lord. We're already up here into 6th. We haven't even done one whole lap yet. Way out and break myself there. Okay, let's see if we can string together a little bit better lap this time around. Please don't wreck into me, dude. First gear isn't quite right for that corner, and neither is second. So it feels a little weird. Just tuck into the slipstream here. Maybe even give this guy a little bump draft. Oh, come on, game. A bump draft versus a... It's not like I rammed him or anything. That's one thing I wish they would fix, is that they would allow bump drafting, like, recognize the difference, you know? because it just seems a little ridiculous that they would consider that a penalty. Almost followed him off there. So far, I feel like this has been a pretty good race. Did well to avoid a lot of that carnage in the beginning. That was weird that he cut all the way across the track like that. Way too hot there. Oh, why did it shift down 2 gears? I only pushed the button once. This is not helping me out. Alright, we did get out of slipstream range of that guy. His car is faster, but I don't think by enough. And we will pit at the end of this lap. I think it said there might be rain at the beginning of the race. So we'll see if it starts raining before the end of this lap, and if we're gonna need to swap over to wets, or... Well, speak of the rain, there it is. Alright, so we'll swap over to some wets at the end of this lap. See if we can make up any ground on the guy in third. But even if we just stick in fourth for the rest of the race, I mean, that's still a really good race. I'm not sure when to brake right now. I'm in the wet on worn mediums. Jeez, that is a tough pit entry in the wet. Alright, let's see where we come out. And if I think I saw one guy who went for the undercut. If he did not put on wets, that is really gonna suck for him. It double shifted down again. Oh wow, he came out in third. Well, it would be really awesome if we could bring home a podium. That is not the way to do it, though. Nice and easy. I think, excuse me, I think the key in the wet is slow and steady. So basically the opposite of what I'm doing right now is the way to go. So basically, if you just don't drive like me, you should be pretty quick in the wet. Jeez, this is quite the storm, dude. This is a super wet track. We lost a lot of time to the two guys in front, but we have pulled away from the guy behind a little bit too, so. Oh, I just cannot figure out my braking points right now. This is part of why I would run with the brake line on, because it gives you a better idea in different conditions and different cars and whatever, but I decided I'll go ahead and try, racing without it for a while and see if I can't get used to it this way. I just can't seem to hit an apex to save my life right now. This might be some of the ugliest racing I've ever done. I would be thrilled if I could hit an apex. Alright. Starting the penultimate lap here. This rain has been quite the challenge. I broke a little too early that time. Maybe the 150 board is where I need to brake. Kind of wound up in no man's land again on this race. I think the two guys in the front are both in the Nissan, which makes sense, because it's definitely the strongest car in this playlist. But I was not expecting to be in third at this point in the race in this car. So I am happy with how it's performed so far. And I mean, that's even despite my terrible driving here in the wet. You know, managed to do fairly well. Looks like second did make a mistake, but we were not close enough to capitalize, unfortunately. Still can't get the braking point right on that turn. Coming around the final corner here. And that's gonna be a P3. Moved up 12 spots. Looks like we were, apart from the top two, it looks like we were among some of the faster drivers. Unfortunately, a lot of people wound up quitting out. I'm gonna assume that some of that was from all that crashing at the beginning, but I mean, look at that guy down there at the bottom, ran a 1:33.8 and still wound up quitting. I mean, with that kind of pace, he could have easily made up for a mistake that he made. So, I hate to see that. But, overall verdict? Surprised, I guess, at how well this did. If you guys have enjoyed this video, and you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. The goal is to have at least one video every day, hopefully one video and one short. So if you've enjoyed it and you'd like to see more, you guys can go ahead and do that, and I will crank them out for you. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.